Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be doing a roundup of all the BLs that ended in the month of January. I'm going to be giving you guys my honest reviews of these BLs as well as rating them out of 10. I want you guys to do the same thing in the comment section below. So without further ado, let's get started. As a self-proclaimed Zenyu hater, I was skeptical about watching After Sundown, but I do tend to like Mandy's production value and the premise of the movie sounded interesting to me. So I gave it a shot, and let me tell you, this is one of the most interesting movies I've seen in a while. To my surprise, both Zenyu displayed significant improvement in their acting abilities. My problem with Z and Nunu was that they overdid it with the lovey-dovey scenes and it looked very cheesy and fake and very choreographed. I also didn't think that they are very good actors, but they delivered their characters very well in the movie and their interactions weren't cringe at all. The movie's premise, while engaging, was not overly complicated, making it well suited for its runtime, with all the plot threads neatly tied together by the end. I didn't get bored watching this movie at all and have a newfound liking for Z and Nunu. So I give this movie an 8 out of 10. I'm not even going to lie to you guys, Twins the series was hard to get through. The plot of the show was interesting, but it was badly executed. First of all, none of the characters in the show were likable, so it made it extra hard to get into the series and root for the main characters. In my humble opinion, the guy who plays the twins role, Frame, is a terrible actor and they shouldn't have let him play the main lead in the series, because the whole plot revolves around him and his twin character and he wasn't able to justify any of his characters. Frame's partner Ryan, who plays First, delivered his role well, but he was always overpowered by Frame's bad acting and imposing personality on screen. The second lead couple were completely forgettable and there wasn't an ounce of chemistry between them, and frankly their storyline was snooze-worthy. The third couple, Tuss and Ten, who played Jack and Mike, have the most potential to become a proper ship because their chemistry shined through the screen even though they were not given enough screen time. They delivered their roles well, and I wish the writers explored their story more and made them the second ship, removing the Sam and Tun storyline completely. Overall, this was yet another disappointing, forgettable Thai BL, and I will give it a 5 out of 10. I really appreciate how unique the plot of this BL was. I was getting Inception kind of vibes watching a drama within a drama. I cannot fault the acting of the main leads. I think they did a great job in that regard, but weirdly enough, I think they had more chemistry when they were filming the drama versus when they were interacting off screen. The show was just 3 episodes long, but I still think their love story dragged a lot and was getting boring after episode 2. Their interactions in the drama that they were filming were giving me more butterflies than their interaction outside of the filming. I also think they could have increased the length of the episodes to 5 and shown us more of the manager couple. Even though we only saw like 1 or 2 interactions between them, they were giving more charisma and chemistry than the main couple. I kind of wish they would have made a real drama out of that office romance series they were filming, because the plot of that show looked more interesting to me than the story of the main couple. Overall, I think the drama was okay, but I wasn't satisfied, so I will give it a 6 out of 10. My universe sucks major ass. I'm sorry, but this show was awful. I wanted to watch all the stories and give you guys the name of the stories I liked, but I'm sorry, I couldn't watch them all. I only saw like 4 stories out of 12, and that was enough to tell me how other stories were going to be. The only one amongst the 4 that I think was mildly bearable was Earth and Bank's story Merry-Go-Round. It baffles me as to how they can write such terrible stories in 2024. Also, I think I'm more inclined to be lenient towards actors who I've seen in dramas before than newbie actors. For me to give newbie actors a chance, they have to work in dramas which have good production value and substantial plot. I cannot sit through watching new actors if they are in poorly written shows. The only reason I was able to enjoy Earth and Bank's story was because I had seen them in Destiny Seeker, and I knew that even if the story is bad, they will at least deliver on the chemistry and acting. I will give My Universe, which should be named My Waste of Time, a 1 out of 10. Can anybody please send me the contact number of whoever made this series, please? I just want to exchange a few polite words with them. Like, what the fuck, man? What were you thinking, man? What do you take us for, man? This show is absolutely nothing but just a big advertisement for cat food. The main character of the show is the freaking cat. Dude, if I wanted to see a cat show, I would put on Mr. Totoro, not freaking Beside You. There is no point discussing the plot of the show because there wasn't any. This was just a badly produced version of New Year's Up, and if I wanted to watch a cat turning human show, I would rather watch New Year's Up, Choco Milkshake, or the Jar first episode in Close Friends. I would like to give this piece of poo a -10 out of 10. The way I would describe Last Twilight is that it was like a pressure cooker, building up steam for the first 9 episodes, reaching its peak at the 10th episode and then rapidly fizzling out at the last 2 episodes. Don't get me wrong, I loved the concept of the show. The acting was amazing as always and exactly how I expected Jimmy and C to perform. But admittedly, the show lost its momentum after episode 10. What had promised to be groundbreaking ended up following a disappointingly stereotypical route. The finale was lackluster and failed to live up to the potential hinted at in the earlier episodes. Not that there is anything bad with being stereotypical, but the way they built up the story, it really felt like the writers wanted to change the narrative with the story and bring us something fresh and out of the ordinary. One aspect that particularly disappointed me was that the missed opportunity for representation. The potential to explore the lives of differently abled gay individuals was there, but it was never fully realized. Instead, the series chose to focus on a conventional narrative that felt uninspired. Moreover, the breakup between Mog and Dave felt forced and out of character. For a couple that was depicted as having strong communication skills, the separation over a seemingly trivial issue felt contrived and hard to believe. So overall, I still really liked this series, but it fell short on a couple of aspects for me. So I will give it an 8 out of 10. If you gave up on VIP only after watching it for 2-3 episodes because it felt slow, then I suggest you give it another go, because the story really picks up after the first 3 episodes, and I would even say that this is by far my most favorite V-Idol story ever. Why? Because it felt authentic. The couple seemed more compatible and relatable than any of the other stories. It really looked like I'm watching the life of an ordinary Taiwanese couple, and the obstacles they faced and the problems they had were real life problems, and it did not seem like they were an on-screen couple. The NC scenes and the kisses looked so natural that it felt like I was a person standing outside their room and eavesdropping on them. Not to mention the guy who plays restaurant owner is literally so handsome and so manly, and the way he held the writer guy in his arms and kissed him so dominantly and like owned him gave me literal goosebumps. I actually wish more people gave this series another try because it is very underrated in my opinion. If you want to watch something on days that you're feeling anxious and worried, and if the worldly problems are weighing on your shoulders, then you should watch this because it is calming and a soothing drama with minimal conflict and leads that are relatable and genuine. I give this drama an 8.5 out of 10. Let's Talk About Chu is not a BL drama, but it has 4 separate storylines, among which one is full BL. Let me tell you, this whole drama is worth a watch, not just the BL story, but all the stories are so interesting, and I was invested in the journey of all the characters. The BL storyline is so damn good. It's been a while since I've seen a realistic sassy bottom, and this guy was just another level of sassy. He was crazy and wild. You guys know how much I love a soft top and sassy bottom story, and this one takes the cake for being the best of all. I'm impressed how detailed their story was even with limited screen time. Thai BL writers can learn a thing or two from their story. I won't reveal much because I want you guys to get the full experience for yourselves, but you are definitely in for a wild ride when you watch their story. I will give this show a 9 out of 10. So overall, I would say January was a pretty good month for BLs, and I like how we got so many different varieties of storylines in a single month. I'm hoping that February also turns out to be the same. Catch you in my next monthly roundup. Meanwhile, you can watch other BL videos on my channel as I bring out new BL videos every 2-3 days. See you soon. Bye.